Okay, today we are moving on to step 2 of the Great Wave. So here is our finished project. Today we are going to be making the Great Wave, okay? So that is this piece right back here. And sorry about that. Remember, we are going to be working with size difference, overlapping or layering, and placement. Okay, so the Great Wave. This time we are going to be using a 17 by 9 inch piece of paper, so it goes right about there. Notice my wave is touching almost the top of the artwork. When you draw your wave, I want you to be almost touching the top of this page too. And notice how it just kind of comes out from the side. So we are going to be doing the same thing. We kind of want to keep the integrity of the bottom of the page here. We want to keep all of that in place because that's going to help us when we line this up. We want it to fit on our background just right. So we'll begin by drawing, carefully trying to draw our wave. And notice in the example, there's like white caps on top of the wave. And it kind of actually comes down like this. And then we can just create a bunch of waves down below. Not everybody's is going to be the same, which is great because we don't want to have all of them exactly the same. Alright, and then we're going to use the same procedure that we used last time. We are going to be using crayons, and we're going to outline things and then color them in nicely. What I did was I went through the crayon box and I picked out a whole bunch of blue crayons, and then I still have my white crayon in here because I want you to be using a variety of blues, just like I did on that. Okay, so the first thing, I'm going to start outlining. I always like to start with my white. And then this time, instead of really coloring just straight, I kind of want you to color in the shape of the wave. So this wave's kind of curved, so I'm kind of coloring it that way. So once you get all of your white colored in, then you can start working on the blue. Notice I also added some bits of blue inside the white, just like in the real print by Hokusai. Alright, so I'm going to just start tracing these, and I'm going to use a different color of blue for each line so I can have a variety of blues in my waves. If you painted them all, or if you colored them all the same color, it would not look as good. You wouldn't really even be able to see that there were different layers of waves here. Alright, and then we're going to be coloring those in. I also, if I ever wanted to, I left some white in mine, so I would just draw a little space like that, color it in white, and it gets kind of smeary, but that's okay because I added some white to mine anyways, and then I would color around it with the dark blue, like so. And I have a finished piece which I'm going to show you now, and this is what it looks like when it's done. Notice it's not as big as the paper, it's not going way down here, it's going nice, like and high, right up there, once we have this cut out. Alright, this may take us a couple of days to actually draw and color in, and that is fine. Once we are all finished with this part of it, we will go on to the next step. Now, if you make a mistake, you can use your crayons or your pencil to try to fix it the best that you can. And then as far as cleanup goes, I want you to be layering all of your papers together for cleanup. Oh, and I forgot to say, we need to put our name on the back of our paper. That should have been number 1. So we will do this first, and then we will start our drawing. Okay? And then we will be using our art room jobs to help clean up, and then we will move on to step number 3 next time. Thank you.